Denise Gwen, reading aloud for you from my short story, The Greasy Spoon, Chapter 2. They'd jaywalked across the street to get here, and at the moment that his foot stepped off the curb, the short hairs on the back of Nick's neck had prickled, and goosebumps had broken out across his arms, and he'd wondered if they might get cited for jaywalking in this one-horse town, a kind of final fuck you parting gift to the out-of-towner asshole lawyers. And he was pretty goddamn sure this waitress had seen them coming long before they ever set foot inside her diner. And while it wouldn't take a genius to figure out they were lawyers, take a look at their crisp white shirts, their bright red silk ties, their sleek black Brooks Brothers suits in worsted wool, or check out that sleek black Mercedes-Benz that Ed drove to the courthouse this morning. And he may have taken the precaution of parking it behind the courthouse and out of view of the picture-frame window of the coffee shop. But Nick had a pretty good idea that this waitress noticed everything. And she'd sure as hell noticed the fancy car these two hombres sashayed into town in. And he also knew one thing more, something that Ed didn't. And not only would Ed not care to know this fact, but he wouldn't care, period, even if Nick wrestled him to the ground and pounded it into him. Nick sensed? No. He knew that she hated them. She loathed them, and it made him downright uneasy. Nick had driven up to Parkersburg one time before alone to attend a pretrial. And when he returned to the Ivory Tower law firm where he was a first-year associate, he talked to his boss, Edward Thomas Barton III. It said so right there on the shiny brass nameplate above his corner office door. And Nick had made a proposal that made Ed laugh. Then, when Ed realized Nick was serious, his face turned red, and he ordered Nick out of his office. We are not setting foot inside that courtroom, Nick, looking like country bumpkins. Do you hear me? I didn't say that. That's what you implied. But I thought, shut the fuck up, Nick. When we attend that hearing, you'd better look like you're walking into a federal fucking courtroom. Or else, hung unspoken in the air between them. Or else, I'll fire your fucking ass. Or else I'll tell the senior partners what a colossal moron you are. Or else, you fucking twat. Do you get it? You twat. Yes, Edward Thomas Barton III, I get it. Oh, and thanks, by the way, for the ass chewing. Really, I appreciate it. Really, I do. Dress your finest, Nick, or your annual review will go badly.